Today we are looking at the 91 prime icon Pires. Medium, 4-star, 4-star, 6'2". He can play left mid, left wing and cam. So he's got some nice positions there for chemistry. You can see here, he's got some really nice stats for someone at 6'2". I think he looks more like a cam or definitely a winger. Of course, they're the two best positions I would use him in. Because of his acceleration, his sprint speeds, agility, balance, his composure, his passing in particular, it makes him a really good cam or winger statistically. We're going to play him out wide today, and that is because I want to test out his shot power. We've gone for a hawk, and I'll explain that a little bit more at the end of the review. In terms of traits, we've got finesse shot and technical dribbler. So we'll talk about chemstyles, price, and best position, and much more on FUTBIN at the end. That being said, let's go jump into the game and have a word from today's sponsor first. Are you tired of playing sweat teams like this? Make sure you go to Alt Nice, select FUT 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. So we are playing in FUT Champs today, and you can see our opponent has got a very good team, so it's going to be good to test out Pires. His main job for us today in our 4-2-2 setup is basically, if he gets through on goal, of course, can he score? What is his passing really like, and is the shot power going to be much of a problem or not? As we get him on the ball already, of course, he's quite big. Feels a little bit clunky, but we'll give it for a couple minutes in the game. So do get him through here. Use that pace, love that. Driving in, ball roll. Oh, it's a poor pass from me in the end. But he feels like he's going to be able to break through a lot because he's got the big strides as well. He's going to feel very, very explosive in that situation. All right, Pires on the ball. Little touch in. Going to try to push him down the line if we can. We got the space. Against Zambrotta. Oh, look at him go. Absolutely peeling away. Easy pass across. And we should have maybe had an assist there. But you can see how quick he is, like I mentioned, with his big strides. Pires again on the ball. Bit of skill. Gets past Vieira with the pass. Again, Winter Wildcard Varane is a machine. Pires again, driving. Oh, lovely ball through. Politano, and there's the first assist for Pires there. You can see in this formation, he does drop into the cam role for us, and that's what I was saying about him being able to play cam or out wide. Because of his long strides, he can also break down the byline, but he can play those passes as well, opening up the space for us to get a shot across goal. And it's been a fantastic start from Pires so far. Not really noticing how clunky he is on the ball, as I mentioned at the beginning. I think our opponent has kind of lost his head a little bit. So he gives the ball away. Pires. Oh, it's a poor pass. Right, let's go counter-attack. Get away from Vieira if we can. Push Pires up the pitch. Now we've got the space in behind. Against Winter Wildcard Varane. Look at him peel away. Again, the big strides. Little Dinkova. It's going to be a poor pass for me in the end. But you can see, though, with those strides, as I mentioned, his pace just makes him pull away. That is Winter Wildcard Varane as well, the updated version. We already know how good Varane is in FIFA, and he's making him look like a very slow defender. Oh, a bit of skill from Pires, driving through two. 1-2, back to Pires. Shot across goal, and what a finish there as well. The Hawk chem style coming in with the shot power. Left foot or right foot with the 4-star weak foot doesn't make a difference, and this card is very dangerous. We've barely been having any chances because our opponent has been pinning us in, but we've now executed two really good breaks there, and we've managed to take the lead of 2-0. Assist for Pires and a goal. Can't ask for much more. Pires on the ball, drills it straight into the space. Bad defending, gives us a space open. Got a bit of work to do, going to use a bit of skill if we can. Oh, a bit of dribble, bit more skill. Little pass in, great pass to Jarzinho, and very unlucky not to get it. We're going to reset the attack. Oh, good tackle. But you can see even executing skill move, he's very, very responsive. Pires out wide. Lovely touch in again with the left foot. Oh, good tackle from Patrick Vieira there. Nearly got through. We do intercept. Pires on the ball. Good touch in. Again, lovely turn. Now we got him down the line. We know his pace is going to kick in against Marquinhos. Lovely bit of skill. And how we not had another assist, I don't know. Into the directional heel-to-heel and first-time pass. He's so responsive at doing that. Pires open every time down here. Good dribble again, using that pace. Against Marquinhos, and a good tackle this time. Maybe could have gone a bit further down byline, but good defensive work. Great pass in, shot across goal, and unfortunately another save from the keeper. But you can see the dangerous passes he's making every time. Right, there's not many attacks left before half-time. We need Pires to drive into that space for us. There he goes again, explosive. Try to use that left stick dribble. It's a penalty with a left stick dribbling. I mentioned about him being clunky at the beginning of the game. He's definitely not clunky if you know how to use big players. That left stick dribble from left foot to right foot We will test him out there. He's got good set pieces. We're going to bury this bottom left. It doesn't really matter if he scores it or not because penalties are so inconsistent at times as he has saved it. Unfortunately, it doesn't really reflect on them. That's just down to whether our keeper's going to guess which way we go. We can't put it much better than that. That is half-time. So far, so good from Pires. Been very impressed. We should definitely have a lot more goals and assists with him. You see, we're playing him on the left-hand side there. We're going to jump into second half now. Second half is now underway. See if we can carry on the form with Pires. Right, he got the space because he's brought his defender out. Now we've got Pires. Lovely touch in. Thinks we're going to pass it. We're not. We're going to try and whip it to Ronaldo at the bottom of the pitch there. What a cross. And what an assist and a goal. And exactly what I was saying about this card. He blitzed down that left-hand side. And yes, he can whip it in with his left or right foot. That's exactly what we needed from him. Inch perfect. Called it before it happened. I knew he could deliver that pass. And we've managed to get ourselves the lead there. A mistake from our opponent pushing the right back up. And we've managed to counter-attack and get what we needed. Pires, oh, nearly got him through. Again, Pires on the ball at the top. Trying to find Pires if we can. Hills into that space. That's a really terrible pass from Cruz, but great defensive work. Pires with a skill. Round one more. Takes a weird shot. And we've actually scored it as well. And I think that's going to be a rage quit. 2 assists, 2 goals from Pires. The phantom glide into the step over drag, into shot across goal. I'll be honest, that shot should have never have gone in, but we'll take it when we get it. Survive FC is out of here. Let's go jump onto Footbin. So we are on Footbin. He's coming about 230,000 coins. And we went for a hawk on him. And the reason why was to boost up that shot power and his finishing and his pace overall. Looking at the card, I already knew he was going to have fantastic passing. And he kind of proved it today in the review. Having 85 long pass and 88 short pass means he can do intricate passing as well as long passing. His agility and balance is also very good because he's got a high average plus body type. It means at times he will have very good left stick dribbling. We managed to win the penalty with a left stick dribble. Because the agility and balance being that high as well, I knew he was going to be very, very good. The only thing I didn't really like about the card was his medium work rates. And that basically meant that I had to force him into the run by pressing L1 or LB to move him forward or doing 1-2 passes. But overall, very, very impressed by this card. I think Pires isn't the best icon at times. If you didn't know by looking in the background, I'm an Arsenal fan. I know who Robert Pires is. I watched him play. In real life, he was phenomenal. And the 1 or 2 seasons he had with us, particularly Invincibles. But in game, it just never really translates. Yes, his mid is quicker, but 90k, and his base is probably the worst one, is 84. So I think at 230k, this price will come down. I just think prime icons are still new on the game at the moment, so he's up. I'd imagine it'd probably be about 120, 130 in about a month's time, depending on when you're watching this and recording. Turn the chemstyles though, I do think Hawk's the best one. I know a lot of people would probably suggest Engine. I'd probably look at doing Engine if you wanted to play him more as a cam. If you're going to play him out wide like I did, you want to look for something to boost up that shot power, because if you don't boost up that shot power, it's going to be a problem where some of the shots won't go in. You'd have to hit it harder by holding down the shoot button for a little bit longer. But if you always remember that, you're going to be okay. Of course, you go for a finisher to maximize the finishing. But again, I really do think you need to boost that shot power. There are a few chem styles that help with that. Of course, we've got a Deadeye that boosts up his passing as well. I think Deadeye is a really good shout for Cam with Engine. Out of them two, I'll go for one of them. In terms of actual upfront finishing, you've got Finisher. But again, Hawk is the best option, or maybe even a Hunter, depending if you wanted to maximize his pace. And then you've got a Marksman as well. So there are a few options. If you have any more questions about this card or any other card in the game, please comment down below and let me know. If you're new to the channel and you love icon reviews, packs, etc., I do it all the time. So hit that like button and subscribe, and it lets me know you want to see more. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.